Lot of work on this one. Suzuki V-Strom 2009. Rear wheel bearings, rear brake pads, full service on the engine, air filter, oil filter, spark plugs, and obviously oil. Moving on to the front, needs front brake pads, fork seals, headstock bearings, and chain and sprockets lastly. Oh, and a fuel pump as well, because yeah, it intermittently gets stuck. Yeah, it's doing it now. And then obviously when it gets stuck, it doesn't start. Tank's off now, so we can get to the air filter, the spark plugs, and the fuel pump. Obviously get the fuel pump out of the bottom of the tank. Next I'm going to take off the wheels, the forks, and get to the air stop bearings. Front wheel and mud guards off. And you can see that the fork seal leaking. The other side is only just starting to weep a little bit. But you're doing both anyway. You don't just do the one. And the headstock bearing is here, right? So you can see, because it, well, I can feel it obviously, but I don't know if you can see on the video where it like literally falls into a groove. And that's why we've got to replace them. Right then, here we go. So that's the lower yoke off. There's the roller bearing. So we've got to take that off. We've got to take that little bearing race off there, and the one that goes on the inside of the frame. Back looks completely different now. So I've strapped up the handlebars out the way. So where's that's the top one. And then obviously the bearing race inside there as well. We've got to knock them both out now. Put the new bearing race in for the new air stock. Right then, top and bottom bearing races are out. Here's the top one. Dead easy on these because they leave little marks at the side here, so you can easily get in on the bottom as well. Tap them with a screwdriver that you don't particularly want anymore, that you don't mind destroying, because they do. They can knacker them up, obviously. Anyway, bottom one. Obviously, that's the race that was inside the bike. That's the bearing, and then the bottom race on the yoke. Easiest way to get them off again is little cut with a Dremel. You don't have to go all the way through, and then hit it with a screwdriver again to crack it. See, it's cracked all the way through, and then it easily pulls off then. Right then, so he's got the customer supplied his own parts, an all balls kit. Really good quality bearings off from all balls. So let's get them fitted. it. All the headstock back together, no notchy, nice and smooth operation. Now we're going to move on to the fork seals. Right, fork's ready to go back on. Fork seals are installed, new oil. So whilst I'm doing that though, I need to put some fresh brake pads in the front calipers. Right, so far we've done the headstock bearings, we've done the fork seals, we've done the front brakes, all the tanks off and everything. Unfortunately, the air filter and the spark plugs haven't turned up. Spoke to the customer and he's going to come back at a later date to get the air filter and the spark plugs done, but for now I'm just going to clean out the air filter. Yeah, and then we're going to have to take the tank off at a later date to do his spark plugs. Yeah, but before I put the tank back on, I've got to do the fuel pump as well. There it is. That's the sound we wanted to hear. That's the sound of the fuel pump kicking in. Right. And there we go, it runs. Right then, build the rest of the bike up. Get the chain and sprockets done. And then I'll do an oil and filter change on it. So, clean out the air filter. The air filter weren't even that bad. Bike's running, so obviously spark plugs are alright for now, so they're just going to get done at a later date. soon as they arrive, all he has to do is come in, I'll set the tank off, change his plugs and change his air filter. But yeah, chain the sprockets next. Right, so chain and sprockets on. New chain, front sprocket, rear sprocket. His little one was quite bad. You can see that there, how worn it is. And the teeth start to like rotate forward. Yeah, the back one's not so different. I like bloody shark fins, aren't they? Caught it just in time. And the chain was obviously all the way back. There was no more adjustment left on it. On his chain, so he's definitely had his money worth out of them parts. I'm going to say it now because I don't think I can edit out later, but I did mention before that I'm going to do the rear wheel bearings as well. Turns out that was a mistake. The rear wheel bearings are fine, and there's not even any rear wheel bearings, no mention of rear wheel bearings, so I don't know where I got that from before. Last job is rear brake pads, because there's gone, and oil and filter. There's your brake pads. Was catching on the bottom, so it's lucky there. And also the new one's installed there. Oil and oil filter next. But it looks like it's been a while because there's no oil in the window and it's been turned off most of the day. So yeah.
What did you say about the air filter? It looks alright.
Yeah, the air filter didn't look too bad. It was alright, that.
I mean,
That's it, all back together. Oil and filter, rear brake pads, chain and sprocket, front brake pads, fork seals and headstock bearings, all done.